So welcome back, everyone. We are live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We will share the show later on. My next guest has been on with me several times before. I have with me Donald Heckle, and he is the owner of ATAX, and he has his business partner with him, Julie Hadsell. Welcome back to the show. You're showing a book. It's called the 2022 Tax Preparation Course. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and why you are teaching taxes to people.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having us. My name is Donald, and I have a master's in accounting, also an EA. I've been doing taxes and bookkeeping for like 20 years plus, and I like teaching, and so it's good to know about taxes because when you can do it on your own or you go somewhere else, you need to know it's done correctly. And sometimes you might be losing out on money or anything because you don't know what they're asking.
Right. That is the biggest thing of all, is that most people that try and do their taxes themselves, they literally end up paying too much, which is the case most of the time. Absolutely. Now, you're having your first class tonight, and I want to talk about the class and the book, because what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines of the audience and listen up. Everyone is getting entered into win. You're getting the book that comes along with the class. And so I'm going to open up the lines of the audience, but what I want you to do is talk about the class, what they're going to learn in it, and why you find that it's going to be so advantageous for everybody out there to be able to take these classes and get the book.
Right. So it's just basically a basic class, and what you get to learn is how to file a tax return and what they're looking for, what the IRS looks for, what not to look for, what's a deduction, not a deduction, and it'll help you throughout the year as well for planning at the end of the year. So you're not just walking in with a shoebox to your accountant or walking into one of those third-party H&R Block or tax places, just hand them a bunch of receipts and then hope that they do it right.
Now, you are a franchise. You
Correct.
own yours is in Glendale. And what you've done, though, is made it different. You have made your franchise a boutique firm. And this is wonderful what you've done, because you are different than if you were going to go to any, like, let's say H&R Block or something like that. And you work hands-on with your clients, thus these classes. And Julie, I want you to talk about the class for a minute, because tonight's the first one. You're excited about it. You got 4 people coming, and you keep them small on purpose. Let's talk about the class.
Well, one of the most important things about this class is laws change every year. This is just going to give you the overview, but it's also going to let you know what kind of things that might be changing. Because we call him Mr. D over here. He's the one teaching it. I get to help him. I'm quite excited. He stays up on all the tax updates. And, once you take the class with us, he's going to make sure you stay up to date on everything. And with this book, it's going to go through, it's going to go back and tell you some of the things that's changed in the last 2 years. Because you know what? You may have learned how to do taxes 2 years ago. I can tell you they've changed.
Well, nobody really knows how to do taxes, but your team really themselves. But what you've done is you've created a course. And let me just say this, folks. This book is not thin. I have to say, it's kind of heavy. And it is, how many pages is this book? It's got to be thousands and thousands. Well, it's about 500 pages. 500 pages. And it's 2022 tax preparation course that we're going to let everyone get entered in to win. It's the course, and you get the book that comes along with it. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Your phone number directed 623-213-7733. Your website is atax.com. I think, now when's the next class? Tonight's the first one. How many classes are in a course? How does it work? Do you do them one and that's it, and then the next one? Or, are there several that they take? How does it work?
So basically, we're going to have one starting tonight. The first few classes you can miss, but you can't miss no more than 3 according to the IRS, because you want to get IRS certified as well.
So this is being IRS certified.
Correct.
Wow, okay.
And then you can get your P card, your P10 number. You can apply for the P10 number when you're done, and we can help you with that. We're also offering a special bonus today also, is we're offering a free bookkeeping class after this tax class.
So so this is what they're getting. Not only are they getting the class that comes along with the book, you're also going to get a free bookkeeping, like
Yeah, it's a basic bookkeeping class. It'll last about 8 weeks.
so you learn how to do your bookkeeping as well.
Correct.
You're going to want to get this. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Basically, you're starting this school for people. Is that what it is?
Yes, it's a course that we offer. I think we offer like 3 times a year. Then we're going to offer some like Schedule C classes and some other classes too, because we like teaching. We like to inform the community.
But, you know, one would say, okay, well, why would I need to do that when you could do it for me? So let's talk about that.
Oh, don't you want to know where your money's going and why you're paying, why you're getting
As long
money
as
back?
I'm getting money back, this is what people would
Right.
say. Oh, as long as I'm getting money back, what do I care? Why?
Well, if you take the course, you know what you need to keep and what you need to report and things like that to get money back that you can have spending money.
Sure. So that this is what the class will do. Will really teach you how to understand your numbers, to understand your taxes, what you're paying for, what you can deduct, what you can't deduct, and what they're offering for everyone. It's a class that comes along with a book, and you're going to get the bookkeeping course as well along with it. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the number here, 602-277-5369. Let's go ahead and talk about further with this class. Tonight is the first one, and then you're going to be doing them throughout the year. Is that correct?
Yes, so we're got another one starting in the middle of October, and then one again in December.
So the class it's not free. You buy the book, you get the class, you get the class, you buy the book. I mean, it's either way.
Right.
You're getting the, right?
Right, and it's cheaper than your H&R Block and your Liberty Tax. They offer similar courses, but the problem with that is they're going to have you fill out a 30-page, 40-page application, and then they're going to have you fill out disclosures, and then you can't go to work for anybody else but them. You can't do any taxes for nobody, not even your friends,
So-
because you signed a disclosure. For us, there's none of that. You can go anywhere you want.
So let's say somebody takes this course. Okay, they've gotten their certificate. Could they possibly be, let's say, a tax accountant at that point?
Yes, that's actually how we are going to start hiring people for the next tax season, because we get to spend some time with them. We're going to see their work ethics, what they do, how they perceive things. So that's what we're going to start doing our hiring for next tax season, which starts in January.
Yes, it does. And you know what? It's a great idea, because what you're doing is getting them prepared. They'll be able to come in and they will be able to make money. They're going to have their tax certificate, their certificate to do this in the first place, and then you'll be able to hire them on. So it's a win-win situation.
And if they don't want to hire with us, they can go somewhere else, or they can just do it on their own.
Now, but most people say, well, why can't I just do that online? Why come in and do it hands-on with you?
Oh, well, because you know what? You get a book and a computer if you do it online. So some people don't learn very well that way. Some people need to see it, talk to someone. I mean, I'll be honest, him and Donald and I, when we come across a problem, we usually talk it out, and usually we'll figure it out because we're interacting with each other. We're not just interacting with a screen or a book.
You know, what you said before you came on was that a lot of people learn differently, and you're trying to teach them different ways. So you have that opportunity to learn from them in different ways, correct?
Yep.
So, well, let's say I am a more of a book person, or what kind of people? What are they? Tell us a little bit about them.
There's visual learners, which can just look at something and they got a memory that keeps with it.
Luck out.
Some people can read a book and it will stick with them. Some people need to see graphics and things like that and it'll stick. Or some people need all three, which I'm one that needs all three.
I went all three as well. I'm with you. Now, we've got our lines open here for everyone to win. It's the course, which comes along with the book, so you get it either way. And we also are going to give you a bookkeeping course as well. If you decide that you want to take these classes from them, not only will you get your certificate, but you can also get hired during tax season by them, or go to somewhere else, whatever you want to do. It's a win-win. The number here to call is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. We've got our lines open here. We're going to keep them open for the rest of the show for you guys to get in on this. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay. So now I'm kind of understanding it. Go ahead.
Okay, so also there is an online portion to this class.
An
So,
online portion?
Yes, So in order to get IRS certified, you have to take the quizzes online. And they also have the book available online as well. So what you would do is in classes, we walk you through step by step. Every box, every question in here will help you. And then we're going to actually take the tax return itself, and we're going to go through line by line by line and explain each one on a 1040.
Way different than trying to do it on a computer
Computers.
online.
Because a lot of times, you got your Tax Act, you got your H&R Block websites, you have all these different TurboTax, you have all these softwares that will do the tax return for you. But if you don't know where to put the number or what form to look for, you're going to be losing money.
Well, what I think you're doing is really offering people employment.
That as well.
More than anything, because yes, people will learn this, but you're offering them to be able to go to the next step, which not a lot of people are looking for work right now, so it makes sense.
And it's part-time. They can do remote work.
We're going to work around people's schedules.
How long is the course, did you say?
Course anywhere lasts from 6 to 8 weeks.
So 6 to 8 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like to rush it, so if the class seems to be going a little slower, I will take my time and make sure everybody gets it. So at the end, everybody passes.
That's
Because
right.
not everybody learns at the same pace.
No, absolutely. I'd take a year.
No, we don't have to take that.
Yeah, no.
But honestly, when I took the course with Donald, I got done halfway through.
We're going to talk about that. Okay, we're going to talk about your experience with working with him. Is that okay?
Sure.
Well, you're partners now, so
No,
Right.
he's still my mentor. That's why I'm just
we'll
like
always
his
be,
assistant.
though. We'll always be, I
Always.
bet. You know,
That's why I said his assistant. I mean,
it's okay. He said to say it that way.
yeah. But yeah, he's taught me so much, and he's very patient.
What's that?
He's taught me so much, and he's very patient.
Yes, I bet.
And I like the in-person because we do a lot of real-life examples.
Oh, there you go.
So we go beyond the book.
What's that, honey?
We go beyond the book and break it down so people can understand.
Beyond the book, going.
They also get a year at the Latino Tax Pro website that has lectures and electronic books and webinars too that they get access to.
Well, you get to talk about that because I can't write that down.
I forgot about the year. He's giving you a signal.
Welcome back, everyone. At the break, we were talking about Donald's. It's a tax preparation. It's a course that he offers 3 times a year. Right now, they're excited because their first one is tonight, and this is something where I kind of said that as you are preparing for tax season coming up, that you're actually offering for people employment. So this is not something that you are just going to do for yourself. It's something that can actually be where you can make a business out of this as well. You said that you go beyond the book, and I want to talk about what you mean by that. And then I want to talk about, Julie, your experience with working and learning from Don. Go ahead.
Okay, so when we're going through the book and all lectures online or in the book, what I like to do is go through and explain each paragraph and then give them real life examples on why each paragraph is set and why the laws are the way they are. And then people it kind of clicks with them when you give them examples. And then you give them more than one example. And then the other thing we like to do also is we actually do paper and pen. So
Paper and pen, folks.
We actually sit down.
My
and
kind of people.
We'll complete examples too and fill out stuff. And then if people have a hard time learning or something, we'll take our time. We'll explain it until you get it.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said that everyone, when they go with you, through you, they're going to pass that test. They're going to
Correct.
get those because you're going to help them.
Yes, and so we're going to prepare you to go online and take the IRS exam so you could pass this class.
Now, Julie, tell me how it's been working with Donald.
He calls me his business partner, but he's still my mentor, and he always will be. I mean, I catch on to certain things a little bit quicker than other people will in some aspects, So he let me move a little bit quicker when I took the course with him. But even though I got ahead and I started struggling with certain parts of it, he slowed it down for me. He made extra time for people that were struggling. For me, he was a little bit harder on me because he told me I could figure it out, which he was completely right, but he still walked with me through it. He didn't make me feel like I couldn't do it. He encourages all of us in the office, including me, that, hey, it's something new. We'll work on it together. And that's how he looks at a lot of things, especially when it comes to teaching. If it's something new to you, he'll take those 10 extra minutes or set up a special time. He's done it with me numerous times because there's some things that just never clicked with me.
Now, you're going to work, well, there's a lot of subjects because it's like 500 pages, this book. So, but you talk about dependency, deductions. Let's talk about some of the different subjects that you're going to talk about.
So we're going to talk about Schedule A, and Schedule A that's where your itemized deductions are. So we got your medical, your dental, and we got your life insurance, you got your home mortgages, you got your contributions, and then there's some other things that we talk about on the tax return on page 1. That's your taxes and adjustments and credits. Are you getting all the credits you deserve? You know, there's this electronic car credits. There's an IRA credit. Are you getting your IRAs from your work? Or are you doing it on your own? Because if you're doing it on your own, you can also get IRA credits. First-time home buyers credit. Schedule C is a big one, especially during COVID when all the people started their own businesses. And now you have to fill out a Schedule C, and I don't know how to fill that out. What do they need for the Schedule C? So we're going to walk through step-by-step each of these forms.
And you know what? You're going to learn it, and you're going to pass the test. I've got to learn how to talk. Yet you're going to pass the test the first time, right? That's
Yes.
what you want. You want them to pass it, and then what you want is you'd like to maybe work with them. They're going to be hiring, so it offers you employment as well. Or if it's not them and you want to go somewhere else, you'll be able to
Right.
do that too.
Let us take the stigma out of the tax return for you.
There you go. Let us take the stigma out of the tax return for you. That's what he just said. I have to write that down after the show. So the number to call here to get the book, it comes along with the course, or you can say it the other way around. You're going to get that. Plus, you're going to get a bookkeeping course, which is awesome. The number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Your website is ATAX.com. So it's A, then tax.com. You can also call them direct. Their phone number is 623-213-7733. Now, we have talked a little bit about this class that you're doing, for a while. You also do people's taxes, right?
Correct.
Right? And so a lot of people right now, is deadline here, or what? Let's talk about that.
So the corporate deadline for all your corporate taxes are going to be due on September 15th.
So you better get going.
Right.
So those are the people that are bringing in the boxes, okay?
And then October 15th for your personal returns.
Yep,
So, yeah.
all of you people that got those extensions, you're back down to the line again.
So you got to get them in, and they'll help with that as well. And what I love about what you've done with your, we're going to talk that it's a franchise, but what you've done is you've made it a boutique for everybody. It's a boutique firm where you really help people from soup to nuts. When it's if you are open to business, you can help them, right?
Correct.
What are some of the different things that he does?
Oh, we start from the very bottom. If you have questions how to start a business, we can help you. We can help you get your EIN, your TPT, tax code. We help you from the very beginning, get that foundation nice and strong, then you can build that business. We go all the way up until you can close that business. And let me tell you, even after you pass away, taxes still have to be filed. So he even does that. So from the beginning of your business till after death, he's got it covered.
That number, I love that. The 623-213-7733. It's atax.com. Call in here, get the book. We're going to talk more about the class because he's doing this course and he's really, really excited about it. Tonight is the first one, and he's going to offer them throughout the year, and you're going to learn how to pass that test the first time around, and then maybe you're going to get, not only you're going to know your taxes and know what to do on those tax returns, you are going to also possibly get work from it, which is also awesome. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Back to the class, okay? So what time does it start?
It starts at 6 to 9.
6 to 9, and that's a long time. So for 3 hours, we're going to be talking, and you say you start on page 1 of this thing, and
Yeah.
you go through every paragraph. That's got to be pretty intense. But you learn a lot. Didn't you recently become an enrolled agent?
I'll be honest, I was set to take my test and I postponed it, which someone is not happy because I postponed it. He said I could have done it, but I'm getting a little bit
You're a
longer.
little nervous about it.
Yes, but he has helped me all the way. I mean,
So
the man
here's another
teaches
thing.
more.
Is that they can actually become an enrolled agent, which
Correct.
which offers you what does that offer somebody when they do that?
When they become an owner agent, they most of the level, because then now they can represent somebody in front of the IRS. They can do offer and compromises. They can fill out forms. They can answer to you. They can call on your behalf, so you don't have to spend on the home phone for hours and hours trying to get through the IRS. And they can do basically anything a CPA can do.
And that adding that is just kudos to you, and it just brings you to the next level. That number to call him direct at 623-213-7733. Call in here. Get the book. You're getting the course that goes along with that, as well as you're going to get the bookkeeping course as well. And you should all want that. Everybody really should understand their numbers, really. That's what it's all down to the bottom of it. And not only that, but understanding what can I take as a deduction, what can't I take as a
Right.
deduction. It changes so many all the time that they come up with new laws.
It does. And there's so many laws and so many things that change. You're never going to learn everything. You're not going to know everything, but you're going to know where to go to find it. Find the answer. You know where to go to start the research.
This is what I want to ask too. I think it's a great question. I come up with them. Why is it that you love what you do, okay, and so excited about teaching people how to become basically a tax accountant? Why is it that you love it so much, and why do you want to teach people this?
I like it so much because I like giving back to the community, for one, and two, the look in their face when they actually get it, and it's just enjoyment that I have with teaching.
How about you?
Well, mine kind of goes along with Donald. I enjoy what I'm doing, so I'd love to share with other people that they can do the same thing, or at least understand instead of dreading, oh, I have to do my taxes. Well, if you understand it a little bit better, it's not so dreadful to you.
So we've got our lines open here, and everyone's going to get entered to win. It's the book that comes along with the course, and you're also going to get the bookkeeping course as well. Understanding your numbers, this is huge. The number to call here, 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Now, this says here, I think it says no discounts. I'm not sure about the writing right there. Tell me what that says. Is it no discounts or not, or what is that? Right
Where's that?
here. Or no distributions? What did you say there?
I can't remember my writing. Oh, so basically there's no disclosure, so you can go anywhere you want. You can do whatever you want with this class. It's up to you. So a lot of other places will say, oh, well, you can't work for anybody else but us for the next 5 years, or you can't even do your mom's taxes, you can't even do your brother's taxes, because if you do somebody else's taxes, they're going to come after you.
So you're not. You can do this with you. You can go.
Go
There's
anywhere.
no disclosures.
No
so
disclosures.
you can go anywhere.
No restrictions.
And again, let's talk about doing it in person as opposed to online. Go ahead.
So the in-person, I feel is better, because if there's a question that should arise, you can answer it right then and there. Plus, then you get the person's tone. You get to learn a little bit more about what's going on, and then the practice, the practical part. Because then what we're doing when you're in person is we're going to sit down, we're going to go through, we got tons and tons of examples. You can just start filling them out.
Well, I'll tell you something. I think it's lovely that you're giving back to the public and that you're offering them to learn what you do. And what's great about it is tax season is around the corner. Maybe you just want to become a tax agent, somebody who does this. Maybe you want to work for them. You would love it. She works with him, and she absolutely loves working with him. Tax season's around the corner, so this will offer you employment. Call them. Their number direct at 623-213-7733, or call in here, get the book, get all of this, the course. Our number here, 602-277-5369.